I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be just fine.
Well, at least FPL isn't boring, right? And by not boring, I mean I want my suffering to end. But it's time to look ahead at Game Week 7, where I actually might be extra cheeky and might actually slap that wildcard button. Let's find out if I do. The FPL Game Week team selection. First, we give a review on how last week went. Then we look forward on to next week, selecting our team, making transfers, and choosing our captain. Where in Game Week 6, I scored 54 points. Hey, you beauty! Which means my overall rank is now 93,000th in the world!
That is bloody lovely!
With my sexy team currently looking like this. Where if you were a cheeky fella and didn't see my transfers that I made live on air, I actually made the elite best ever transfer of Rafinha out, who ended up scoring 8 points, I like it, and brought in Sa. And he got 9 points. Hey! Our C-Lad's best ever manager here. 0 point profit from my transfer last week of Ings to Bamford. And now 1 point profit from my transfer this week of Rafinha to Sa. Wow. Make that kind of profit every week and I'll be in the mud. Yeah, it won't be that good. Can I stop transfer out players that score points now? That would be good, yeah. But do you know what else might be good? Is giving a quick little review of all of my players this week, and then moving on to a nice quick preview of next week as well. Ooh. So this week, we started with Sanchez. More like dirty Sanchez yet again, as our Gorgies here didn't keep a clean sheet. But at least he has actually been quite consistent of picking up yellow cards, with back-to-back yellow cards now. I like it. But somehow, even though he only made 2 saves and other people scored, he still managed to pick up 1 bonus point. Like it. I'll definitely take that 2-pointer then, yeah? Or shall I? Because we have the cycling goalkeeper, GoPro merchant himself, Ben Foster, on my bench, who actually played again and got more points than Sanchez. I like it. Trent Alexander, the chosen one, Mr. Consistent himself, who was yet to blank before this game. And now he finally blanks. Come on. Trent, you're an absolute fraud. 1 point. No. More like 1 more reason to sell you, am I right? Just kidding. You can have my babies. I'm never going to sell you ever. Please start doing well. Okay, thanks. Luke Shaw. Oh, crumbs. And today's unlucky of the week goes to Luke Shaw, who is still the most owned defender in the game, somehow. And then he had a little bit of an injury, so he could have gone off for 1 point up. But nah, he decided to continue to potentially go on and get that clean sheet. No, he ended up getting a yellow card and then being subbed off injured after that, also not getting the clean sheet as well. Meaning he got a mighty jaw-spinning 0-pointer. I like it! Fernando Marcel. It's been an absolute roller coaster simulator owning you so far, isn't it? Big boy 13-pointer when I brought him in. Hey! And then the 1 point last week. But then he goes and gets 6 points this week. Hey! Where if Bamford wasn't injured, I actually decided in my own brain that I would have started Livramento over Marcel after thinking about it. But because of injuries, it means I had to play both, meaning I did actually get Marcel's points, and any other transfer I was considering would have mean less points because I wouldn't have got this clean sheet right here. Yeah, boy! Liveramentos, 2 points are. Well, I mean, what can you expect from an 18-year-old priced at only 4.0 million in FPL, you know? Oh, wait, never mind. He's the best right back in the world. Come on, he needs more points than that. I want more. But nah, if you think about it, he got double Trent's points, so he should actually be 14 million, double Trent's price. Yeah, sounds good. So that was the backline done, where yet again, just like last week, we are completely starved of clean sheets. Like, what is going on, right? Where this week, I only got 1 of them, even though I played a back 4, and that one was from a defender I didn't even want to play. There you go then. But then we move up the field to Mo Salah. Captain Mo Salah, hey! I was always going to back Salah captaincy over the Ronaldo, yeah? And it worked too! And it really could have been a lot more points than he actually got, right? But you really can't complain with a captain goal, where I've actually only had 1 captain blank all season. It's going pretty damn well there. Diogo Jota! Oh, wait. Hang on, boysies. Let me spray some window cleaner directly into my eyes and make sure I can see properly. Because he actually scored! and got points. Yeah! Like, finally, he stopped being Timo Werner's #1 fan and has actually found the back of the onion bag. Oh, yes. Finally, thank you. Things you love to see. Ben Rama, what an absolute legend he is, right? Where even though he didn't get a return, even though he wasn't involved in any of the 3 goals in the game, right? He still manages to come home with 1 bonus point. Bring home the bacon, way! I'll take it. Ismail Assar, way! I was almost very sorry for bringing him in, right? Because Rafinha ended up scoring before him, and I was like, oh no, Rafinha scored. He's currently on all the bonus points. Oh dear. Where I also thought Rafinha was going to miss out and not play. So I thought, yeah, Sar's 2 good fixtures. I'll bring him in. He ends up scoring and getting 1 more point than Rafinha. Yeah! And only because Rafinha got a yellow card. So, I don't choose players because they're about to score points. I choose players because they're not going to get yellow cards. Oh, yes, best ever thinking, yeah. So that right there could honestly be one of the best ever transfers made in FPL history, right? Oh, amazing. No. But thinking about it, the only other transfer I would have probably made would be Bamford to Josh King. And like I said, I would have benched Marcel. So actually, this was almost the best outcome just because I got the Marcel clean sheet at the end of it as well. But then up front, Ronaldo! Blanked. But I didn't captain him, so that was actually good for me. So, when Man United, with players like Ronaldo, Pogba, Bruno, Varane, the list goes on, Lingardinho, best ever player, lost to Daddy Ings' Aston Villa and didn't score a single goal. I like it. Then finally, Antonio, who I was very much flirting with, you know. I was like, ooh. Not in that way, no. With the captaincy, right? And actually, Antonio ended up scoring 1 more point than the Salah. So if I captained him, it would have been better. But then again, it's only 1 point, and Salah could have scored a lot more, so I don't regret it at all. And also, Antonio points still help me. So hey, great success. So overall, I was quite happy, chappy, can you tell? With how my game week 6 went with he. Because especially saying, when you're fielding an unpreferred 4-4-2, right? My team isn't set up to play 4-4-2. And I have an £8 million injured forward on my bench as well. And the rest of my bench basically not even playing. It could have actually been the biggest of the big boys. I like it! But, it wasn't. Hey! Where we did end up getting 1 defensive clean sheet, 0 assists, but 4 goals in the team. So that definitely wasn't unlucky. And thankfully, Bacon Boy was just on it like Sonic, just like he is every week, with another great week here to push us up into the top 100k for the first time this season with our 5th green arrow in a row. Not a single red arrow has spun our jaw yet. Even though we had a great game week 1, we're still pushing up the ranks every single week. Now that is absolutely spankingly good stuff. Hey! But guess what, lads? Guess what time is it? As you can see on my invisible watch right here, it's time to move on to the Game Week 7 preview! Where could this right here be the week we actually wildcard? Do we want to be extra cheeky and slap that button? Where first, let's actually chinwag with the reasons why you should wildcard this week, and then the reasons you shouldn't wildcard this week. And then look at my definitely not in a mess right now team to see what the best decision is for me. As I have actually made a decision. Ooh, I can't wait. Where the reasons you should wildcard this week include be in Hospital FC with all of the injuries out right now. Where like myself, I've currently got a Bamford and an Ailing probably out, and then Shaw is also a doubt now as well. Oh dear. Another reason is to attack those Chelsea fixtures, where right now they have arguably the best 5-game run out of anyone else will have this season, and they look completely unstoppable right now, unless they play Man City, which they're not, so they're looking unstoppable for the rest of the teams. Okay. And finally, just because you want different players. The likes of Jota and Greenwood could start becoming more of a risk than they have been. And then players like Antonio and Benrahma also have Europa League games as well, so how will that affect them? And maybe, for whatever reason I can't think of, maybe Sanchez isn't quite doing it for you in goals either. I don't know about that one though. All very valid reasons right there to slap that wild cardio button right now. But is it still the right decision? So let's now have a look at the reasons why you should not wildcard this week. Alright. With the first reason being, we are 1 week away before an international break. Oh. Yes, your team might look really wibbly wobbly right now, but you could jump on a completely new team and then half your players end up getting injured playing for their countries away on the international break, and then you're back to square one without a wildcard this time. Oh dear. Especially saying that your wildcard right now might actually have to last you over 20 game weeks. You definitely don't want to be rashly going for it and then end up with a proper wobbly team after it. No. Europe rotation, where teams like Man City, Chelsea and even West Ham all contain players we're quite interested in, right? Especially the big boys. But what if Rudiger actually starts getting benched in the league in the easier games? What if Chilwell starts every single league game over Alonso now and Alonso just gets the bigger games? A lot of question marks on all of those types of players, so maybe leaving it just one more week might give us a slightly better idea. Maybe even a few weeks, you know. Sometimes waiting can be the best transfers to get more knowledge. Then finally, because you like all of your players right now, hey! With the likes of the Bubble Blowers, West Ham playing Brentford this week, which, you know, isn't the worst of fixtures. Sarr is against Leeds this week, and then Wolves are also against Newcastle. Maybe players you don't want longer term, right? But are all ones you don't want to get rid of this week, otherwise it could massively backfire this week. And there's nothing worse than wildcarding, and then the team before the wildcard ends up scoring more points in that week. Oh dear. So flipping straight back to my team here, what is Bacon Boys' ultimate decision on if I should wildcard or not this week? Well, guess what? I've come to a decision. Alright? And my decision is, I'm gonna wildcard next week. Not this week. I like it. Wait, no, that was boring, boo. Where the main concern for me is just the fact it's before an international break, where I'd rather have that time to assess some players, you know, we can have a look at and all that. And I really don't want to wildcard some of my players out this week, where I could bring in other players that could just get injured in the international break. So yeah, I don't want to do that. So for me, it's looking very likely next week, maybe even the week after if I see some other good fixtures going around. But definitely not this week. But what I thought I'd do is, if I was actually wildcarding this week, I'd show you what team I'd go for. So right now, I'd go for something that looks like this, where I would keep the likes of Ronaldo and Salah, but also get the Lukaku in there. You know, squeeze him in, get the lube out, proper squeeze it in there, but also have the big boy defense in there as well. Proper naughty wildcard, that is. But again, I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna do this team. So if I'm not wildcarding, I guess I'm stuck with this team. Oh dear. So now let's have a little preview of all the players I got right now. Where if you look at it right here, I've still actually got a Bamford in my starting 11 and a Shaw. What are you doing, son? But that is mainly to show you that one of them is going to be chucked in the bin, all depending on the Shaw news. If Shaw is definitely out, or at least a doubt, then I'll probably get rid of him and prioritise a Chelsea defender, because a lot of wildcarders are going to go for that. I kind of want to cover it, even if it's just for 1 week. But if he is fine, I might go for someone like Bamford to Jimenez to attack a fixture this week, or maybe even Ayling to Christensen if Shaw is alright as well. So, you know, we got a bunch of options going around. But right now, I'm undecided, as it all depends on team news, and I will be doing a live stream probably on Friday to confirm that and answer all your questions as well. So make sure to jump on that one. Nice one. So for now, let's actually get into my team, alright? 10 hours later. Come on, Bacon. Let's go. We're in goals. We have the Mr. Can't make any saves. Sanchez. Hey. No. Honestly, what will happen first? World peace or Sanchez making 3 saves? Because I actually don't know the answer to that. I honestly don't. But this week, he will be playing against the mighty Arsenal, who probably are still just a bit Arsenal, but Spurs made them look like prime. Swansea City, they looked amazing, didn't they? Wow. So maybe a decent opportunity for all, maybe a chance for him to make more. But we all probably know the only 2 we're going to see here is the points from him. And like, hey. Trent Alexander and all of the Liverpool boys will be playing against the Man City this week. Oh dear. With Trent actually having a very small injury concern right now. Well, he wasn't in the Champions League squad. Maybe he was just given a bit of rest because he was ill the other week. Maybe. Quick update. Trent might actually be out for Man City. So that might even mean if Shaw is out, I might wildcard. It's getting closer, but still not quite there. Jota probably won't end up starting because Bobby Dazzler is breathing down his neck and Firmino is back. And then Salah, oh, he's just Salah. It doesn't really matter. He's playing Man City. He can probably go and score the goals anyway. It doesn't matter. At least Liverpool are at home here, but it really isn't looking too pleasant at all. And maybe potentially another reason to maybe wildcard this week, because I would keep Salah and Trent anyway, but I wouldn't keep Jota, and I could go for someone else. Maybe you could just transfer Jota out. Now, we'll leave it for now. The fact that Jota is playing up front, even if he doesn't start, it gives me a tiny bit of confidence, which is actually just enough just to keep him this week. All right, yeah. Because you never know, he could get something. Truthfully, the only something he's going to get is disappointment from me after he doesn't get anything. I like it. The Luke Shaw then makes a lot of us unsure what to do with our teams right now. You know, all of our transfer plans. Where even if he is fit, he hasn't really been doing bits at all this season, has he? And now, the one and only Harry Maguire is actually out for a couple of weeks. So, their defence might actually get a bit weaker, proper wibbly wobbly there. So, is it even worth keeping him? Even if he is fit? Probably not. Wait, hang on. They're playing Everton at home, who still don't have DCL and Richarlison. Never mind, I'm keeping him, yeah. So maybe if he does play, he could do something there. Marcel finishes off the defence for me then, where hopefully he can actually finish off Alan's skill maximum, who has been on fire so much lately, the Fire Brigade honestly have to follow him around 24/7. What has happened to him? I know he's good, but he just keeps getting goals and assists. What a madman. Wolves defensively also haven't been too amazing, but they are at home, and as long as they can contain the Saint, then surely they can get something here. Probably not, there you go. In before John Joe Shelby 40-yard screamer. Come on. The West Ham boysies have an on paper okay game. Problem is though, they don't play on paper, they play on grass. And Brentford definitely know how to play on grass. They're looking pretty good. As I think they've really shown us, they are definitely not buzzing around at all. They could honestly beat West Ham comfortably and not let them score anything. Wait, hang on. I've just remembered Ben Rama against his old team. He's 100% scoring a hat-trick. 3-0 to West Ham, hey! But now I'm still undecided whether if I want to keep one, keep both, or maybe none of them on my wild card, just because of the Europa League rotation and all that. Their fixtures also aren't amazing, but they've done so well. Do we really want to drop them right now? I'm not too sure. But for now, for this week, they're definitely staying. Sarr finishes off the midfield then against a Leeds team with no defenders. But turns out they're still actually pretty good because Bielsa is just a crazy man. He somehow manages to get it work. Ref. Oh no. Well, a wasp almost killed me, so now I'm back. So as long as Sarr matches Rafinha, or maybe even beats him, hopefully he beats him, then I'll definitely be very happy there. And hopefully I won't be feeling very sorry for myself. Otherwise I'll have to cry myself to sleep. Nothing changed there, to be fair. The injured Bamford is currently chilling here then, where I would probably say there's no chance of him starting this week, right? I don't think there's any news about him coming back anytime soon. So maybe transferring him out may be the way to go, because he's probably going to drop in price, I think, maybe. Jimenez is high up on my list as a replacement there, because he will be playing against the Newcastle at home, so I think is the perfect 1 week punt. Proper cheeky punt, one that is proper teasing me, and the one that I might go for here. But, again, all depends on other updates with injuries. Luke Shaw, thanks. Then to finish off this wibbly wobbly makeshift starting 11, we have a fine woman called Sue. Wait, who is she? Wait, no, it's Cristiano. Sue! Cristiano could be playing against the Everton team who are a little bit crippled right now, aren't they? They're missing some big players and also haven't faced a big team yet this season, so I don't think they're going to do too good here. Ronaldo could be on his game again here. You know, he didn't score last game. It means he got to score this game, making him probably the best captain shout. I wonder who I'm going to captain. We'll get to that, but yeah, it's going to be Ronaldo. Okay. The bench then is looking... okay, I guess, okay. A Ben Foster is here again, who I guess could play over the Sanchez this week, but I do think Leeds are going to score, so I think I'll just stick with the Sanchez there. Then we have a Joshua Brownhill, who has been a hill of brown crap this season, but he does play Norwich at home this game week, so if he's ever going to do anything, it's going to be this game. Then also Livramento will be playing against the mighty Chelsea, where I also don't have a Lukaku and probably won't have a Chelsea defender. Does that mean I should just risk it, hedge my bets, go for Livramento against Chelsea, hope he gets something? I mean, if he gets something, it's going to be minus points, so maybe not. And then Ayling, I think, is still injured, so he's just going to chill on the bench. If he somehow makes a miraculous recovery, he's starting next game. He'll probably move up, probably like one space, and that's all. So that is actually the team done. Just about transfers to be made, but you know, for now, done. Captain Dino, captaincy lads then, who are we thinking of? It's obvious, really. It's obvious, isn't it? Where you're looking at the fixtures all around my team, and even the fixtures this game week, there isn't an amazing one, you know. I would prefer it to captain Lukaku, but I also wouldn't transfer Ronaldo out for him. I would rather both, which I probably have on my wild card, but I'm not wild carding, so there's only one man, and that is Cristiano! Sue. Cristiano Ronaldo! Sue! It might not be the best fixture in the league, right? If you're looking at any fixture, Everton, I mean, it's okay, but it's not amazing. It's not the, you must target this one, right? But we don't really have any other good options around, like, at all, do we? So it's got to be Ronaldo. And hopefully he can actually keep up my captaincy streak, as I've only had one captain blank so far this season. And that was salary against Burnley. How did that happen? I don't know. But that is going to be it for my Game Week 7 team selection. So to confirm, a transfer will be made, but it all depends on the Shaw injury. And even if he's back for the Champions League, will he be able to start the next game? We'll see about that. But if he is out, he'll probably be going out for a Chelsea defender. And if not, it probably will be Bamford to a Jimenez. I will definitely wildcard next week, not this week, maybe even the week after, probably next week. And also the captain is on Ronaldo. So that is actually all for today. Until I do one more thing. It's the Premier League card pack opening. What's up, sexy sausages? Another card pack opening today. And who are we going to get? Right, if we get 3 Chelsea players in, I'll wild card, all right? I'm just going to say it. Or how do I accidentally open the shiny every time? Oh wait, the card's upside down. What's going on here? James Milner, best ever pen taker at Liverpool. Salary in the mud. Fosso Henry, don't know who you are. William Trust Akong, never heard of him. I've never heard of you in my life. I don't even think Watford have. Have they even played you? Kevin Long, I've actually got the worst pack in the world. Milner, a Watford player who doesn't play, a Brentford player who doesn't play, and then Kevin Long for Brexit Burnley. Are you mad? Nah. We got the Man City lineup. I guess that's okay. Right, the shinies are... Right, we got a defender for Villa. Who ordered Mings? It's Tyrone Mings! Solid as a rock. I don't know about that. He's not actually that good. And then the final player is a defender for Southampton. You can see it before me. Who was it? Tell me then. Walker Peters? Liveramento? No. Benderak! I've already got him. I like it. But there you go. That's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching. And also, remember...
Don't be a cheeky scrub. Subscribe to Nathan Bacon right now. Don't let your memes be dreams.